Arlington Heights is ranked the best place to live in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report.
Wow.
So Arlington Heights, you get a little shout out there. The northwest suburb scores well in quality of life, low unemployment, and transit access. Houses are costing slightly above average there, though, at $382,333. That's very specific, compared to the national average of $370,489.
So it's not wildly more expensive to live there than the typical U.S. town.
But my jaw is on the ground that this is even our normal prices. $370,000
for the average.
That is unbelievable.
Here's the thing about Arlington Heights, though.
Yeah.
Higher income levels there offset those housing costs, Caitlin. So I think it makes it, the phrase they use is strong community stability, so people can actually afford to stay in their homes.
Yeah.
Which is great. And then commute times, too.
Under 24 minutes. 9% of residents using public transportation, thanks in part to Metro access to Chicago.
Well, this is huge for the real estate agents who specialize in Arlington Heights, because they can use that as a little
24 minutes or less, that's a perfect commute time.
That's nice.
You know?
That's really nice.
Yeah.
If you're near a Metro stop, it's not like the L where it stops every
right.
3 or 4 blocks,
Sure.
every a half mile or so. Those you can get from the distant suburbs in 18-20 minutes, where that ride could take you an hour in bad traffic, especially during rush hour.
Well, that's great.
And fly in.
Have you ever been to Arlington Heights?
We have some good friends who live in Arlington Heights, and it's great.
Really?
It's great.
Darling.
Yeah.
Does it have a cute downtown? I always ask that
You know what? I
question.
haven't been to the downtown, but listen, with this ranking, the U.S. News and World Report, that's big time. And then the Bears.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope this doesn't drive up their property values and the taxes too much, that it prices people out, because that's the disadvantage when sometimes these things have a negative impact, where if the assessed values of the homes shoot up too much, that affects the rate at which you are taxed. And if folks can't afford the property taxes, which a lot of homeowners who have the fixed mortgages, that's the biggest chunk of their monthly mortgage payment. It's rolled into that escrow, and it can really drive up your monthly mortgage payment.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
all right,
okay.
While Caitlin's looking that up, I want to tell you about the other top 5 here in Illinois. This is ranked by, again, U.S. News and World Report. Rounding out the top 5, Buffalo Grove in second place. That's another northwest suburb, not far from Arlington Heights.
Grove, Buffalo Grove's a darling.
Yeah, for sure. Naperville gets a lot of press. Palatine, and then Elgin as well.
So I'm looking up pictures. Lake Arlington is absolutely beautiful. It's gigantic. It looks like there are about just under 75,000 people that live there. I'm seeing a couple other pictures. Lots of green space. Looks like a park. Beautiful fountain, a historical museum. Bussy Woods is out there in Arlington Heights.
Yeah, it's really beautiful out there. I used to run cross-country meets out there.
At Bussy Woods.
Bussy Woods, yeah.
The Bussy Woods, they rent boats and stuff, right?
Do they really?
Kayaks
Yeah.
and
There's a couple bodies of water. I've never done it, but that does not
camping?
surprise me at all.
This is so cute.
So there we go. So, Caitlin, do you agree with these rankings? And would you rather live city side or suburb style?
Suburbs, yeah.
Suburbs,
Yeah, I
you're
like the
suburbs
quiet
person.
stuff.
Yeah, and you got youngins.
But this
plenty
is
of
a
space for them to
fantastic
run
list.
around.
Like I said, Buffalo Grove, that was a place that we considered moving to, but my family's all the way out in Michigan, so we went the other direction.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
But Buffalo Grove, Long Grove, super nice. And now that I've looked at this, I didn't realize Bussy Woods was there. Arlington Heights it makes sense why that would be the top
Schaumburg's very close to Bussy Woods as well. That made the top 10. Bloomington, Illinois, Bolingbrook, Skokie, and Des Plaines. So congratulations to our top 10.
What about you? You didn't answer. City or suburbs?
At this point in my life, suburbs. But when Maggie and I are empty nesters again, if that were to happen, I think both of us would consider downsizing and moving back to the city.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to get in a shack out in the woods.
Yeah.
You know?
Wouldn't it be nice to kind of have? My dream would be to have little place in the city, little shack, little cabin out in the woods too. So you get kind of best of both worlds. Wouldn't that
would
be
be
something?
Really nice. You know, in Northwest Indiana, there's a community called. I'm gonna have to think about it. It's right on Lake Michigan, and they've got all these historic little beach homes.
Long Beach?
No. I'll get it to you guys, I promise. On the commercial break, I'll look it up. But that's my dream too, because I've seen little homes there. No, but close.
Okay.
Like you could get there with, a walk or something. But they're small though. They've got like maybe 1 bedroom, maybe 2 bedrooms. So it's not doable for a big family.
Curious. I'm very curious. But a little like vacation cottage.
Or
for
that's
like
where
a
I
long
would want to empty nesting.
Okay. Empty nesting.
Yeah,
okay.
by the water.
I like it. I like it a lot.
We got Lake Michigan right here. You got to take advantage.